I said, boom. It's over just chilling right. I'm just over just chilling right. Over playing with this whole ass nigga Gemini, man. With pussy ass. And I ain't all that. Yeah, I remember these other $5 from Guatemala. It's South America and Guatemala right there, right? Central America. We gotta look at these lands where they want to fight at. They go Carthage. What that is? That's a Carthage. One of my man talking about Carthage today. Panama. What that is? Panama Jack. I remember we used to wear them Panama Jacks and shit, man. This shit is all for a reason, bro. The drug trade. These people even when they went in there, it's about weapons of mass destruction. They went in there to go got that Cat Williams ass. They went over there for that poppy seed, man. These folks is about that dope and about putting you on it up under their restrictions. Put the same shit in a goddamn pill and then sell it to you until they ain't helping you. These folks crazy, bro. These folks crazy, bro. Yeah, I let some of you niggas live, man. But I've been fucking with, I'm just still fucking with this nigga. I'm just still fucking with this nigga goddamn all. I'm just still fucking with this nigga goddamn all. Gemini AI, whatever this bitch ass nigga name is. Cause this shit so ridiculous, bro. This is, man. The International Space Station just notched a major milestone, but its days are numbered. Sunday, November the 2nd, mark the 25th anniversary of continuous human occupation of the International Space System that don't motherfucker exist, man. Y'all niggas crazy, man. These people got us so fucked up. This shit crazy, bro. I just be playing with this shit for real. But I don't do no playing. I just be playing with this AI shit. The German chemist first isolated the cocaine alkaloid in 1855. What a German doing with the cocaine, man? What they do with that corn, man? Why is me and this man making these bitches go straight back to Peru every time? All this shit Peru. The Nazca plate. Man, flat motherfucking power, man. Man, these people know this shit was gonna work years and years and years ago. This shit crazy, bro. It took just took our shit. Yo, that took our, man, yeah, yo gotta go about this dope, bro. Man, yeah, the last stop I'm crying, man. Real shit. I'm just going through my old shit. Look at this shit. This shit said Wakanda. Wakanda. This shit great. Ethiopia. Right there in Florida, Key West, right there through there. They got to rewrite it. So I told y'all when I first came to that Kanika shit, man, these folks got to rewrite these books, restack these books. It's too close to everybody waking up, man. That eclipse in 2017 was meant for it to be an awakening for melanated people. To understand that everything these people have told us is a lie geographically, archaeologist line, carbon, all this shit. Nuclear bombs, space centers being hanging up in the sky, gravity, all this shit fake, man. Look at this shit. Ethiopian Sea. Ethiopian Ocean. Look at Greenland. They always got, and see that Greenland right there, they gotta make Greenland be a sheet of ice so they can create that North Pole shit. And it's sitting right there and it's sitting right there in the motherfucking Atlantic Ocean. Everything around this bitch green, and his name Greenland, but this bitch supposed to be. When they first did that shit, I'm old enough to remember there was a dispute between older people about that. People that was older than them, like that, they used to be trying. I be listening to all conversations since I was a little nigga, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's all shit right there. That north tip right there, goddamn, we was on that bitch. Man, shit crazy. However, the ancient and early maps of the South Atlantic Ocean down from Florida latitude was frequently labeled as Ethiopia. Hold up. I said the whole Atlantic was called the Ethiopian Ocean. I made that bitch say it. The Ethiopian Sea until the mid. However, the ancient and early maps of the South Atlantic. Now, I made that bitch say the whole thing. Look at this shit. These hoes play so many ways, man, that I got to goddamn try to wrap my mind around. I got to, man, this shit gonna have me fucked up trying to figure this out. Is this the nigga right? Is this a nigga map? Is this the nigga direction right here, my nigga? Is north really south and south? Man, people be telling me this shit upside down, man. Sometimes I ain't lying. Is north really south? Is we really the east? And Japan and took our shit? Do the sun actually rise in the west and sets in the east? Do the sun actually rise in the east? I mean, rise in the west and sets in the east? I'm wondering, because the words are in the right direction and shit. Let me see this shit right here, man. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, man. These folks got a nigga fucked up. Let's drag this shit back down, man. Me and my baby Angie Stone. What's up, baby? I love you, baby. Me and my baby Angie Stone, man. These niggas still out here investigating the motherfucker in black watch. Talking about the time on the watch, and they ain't even watch on the man. These folks crazy, bro. Look at Zyra there. Explore talent. Been exposed these folks, man. 20 years old. Been on them. Shit crazy, bro. I let these niggas live, though. Who that is? These folks been on that internet shit. Who that is? Go get them nigga folks. Tell them come tell me who the nigga is. That shit, bro. These nigga been, hey, Teresa know who you. Who that is? Huh? That's him. I seen a nigga use this picture and say some old crazy. I said, man, nigga got one of my old shits. You came in and showed when you was a hack, nigga. I remember you came in when I started, I was getting ready to bust. I wasn't gonna say nothing to you, though. I popped that picture and they thing, you know, you come up in that bitch taking wrenches and adding wrenches, all of my shit. All y'all niggas had access to my shit. Y'all niggas a trip. Y'all niggas a trip, man. But I'm the truth. Y'all niggas the truth, but I'm the truth. Why did? Why did? Why did? That nigga came right over here and hacked my shit. And went to get his cell riches and going in and out my shit. All kind of shit, man. I told that nigga thought I was crazy. I just did. If he fuck around and pep that shit out, somebody had to tell him or something. I yell about all y'all niggas over there. How long to get that bitch some money? Act like it's a lawsuit out. Man, that shit fake as fuck. Bitch got that kidney gone, man. Ran that little side, distracted nigga and everything. That nigga Guatemala touching goddamn South America on my tip, though. Nigga go down to Guatemala, just goddamn kill shit. They made all this shit for them drugs, bro. No, Guatemala is not in Central America. What? 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 Let me eat my shit before I take my ass. I ain't gonna sleep all day, man. I can't do this drug. This shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. Man, this shit crazy. This shit actually crazy, man. Come on that plate. Come on that plate, Gemini. I know Guatemala. I said, bitch, give me a map of old South America, though. He's showing it to you right there, look. And then it be, what that shit said, that's the most connecting to the continent of North America and South America. It does not directly border South America. The country that connects to the continent are Panama and Central America and Colombia and South America. So that's Colombia. Y'all running all that dope through there. Y'all run all that dope through there. Okay. Okay. The Guatemala Civil War was primarily fought between government and leftist rebel groups, driven by deep-seated socio-economic inequality, land distribution, they get our allotments, and systemic discrimination against the indigenous Maya population. I want with them ankles and shit. Y'all down there killing niggas then, man. For that dope. The conflict was fueled by a 1954 U.S.-backed coup of Cold War tensions. Oh, this shit extended from the Cold War? Okay. And a campaign genocide against the Miami, all this shit, all shit, this all West, man. We in the West, man. So do what they did to the Maya. Shit crazy. Mama Maya, Mama Moo. The major conflict directly preceding the 1960 Civil War was the 1954 CIA-backed coup, whatever that is, to overthrow the Democratic elected government of President Jacob Arbenz, whatever the nigga name is, Before that, Guatemala was involved in a Central American Civil War in 1826 and 1829 after gaining independence. After gaining independence from who? From Spain. A European country came down and put down on these niggas. The New World Order. Where they going to disrupt at? In the West. The Western world is the old world. You can't get no maps out of these motherfuckers, but what the fuck they show? Gained independence. But in 1822, it briefly became part of the first Mexican Empire. The Mongolians, what they doing down off now? Oh, they can't go to Bering Strait. Okay, all right. Okay. This Guatemala is known for transporting all that goddamn cocaine about that one. Them whole business when it came and got Peru, man. Y'all be old from my yam, man. Chief cut the coke in this bitch. I don't go fuck what you talking about. Chief cut the coke up in that bitch, dog. Right there. What's that doing, that bitch here? It's not from a North Pole standpoint. How would they make that shit be right from a North Pole standpoint? Man, this shit don't even sound, man, shit crazy. Let these hoes say anything. Why did? This is a very broad but important question. The term Indian in the context refers to the indigenous people who inhabited South America before the arrival of Europeans. What indigenous people are those? Because you're not talking about my people, because them bitches already in the cave and put out too. Just like Persia, this shit crazy. Y'all slick with this shit. Y'all slick with this shit. South America is home to an incredible diversity of indigenous groups, often categorized by the major geographic regions they inhabit, the Andes and the Amazon. Man, what do you niggas, man? That's a great question. The map you're referring to likely is an antique map of South America published by, I know it is. Fuck all that. Alright. Fuck all that. Watch this. Watch this, y'all bust their ass up. Watch this, y'all bust their ass up. What is the closest neighboring landmass next to South America to the west? The closest neighboring major landmass next to South America to the west is Oceania, Australia. Or Antarctica to the southwest. To the southwest. Separated by the Drake Passage. No, that's real. However, if you're considering the land masses immediately adjacent and part of America, South America is bordered by the Pacific Ocean to the west. Bordered by the Pacific Ocean to the west. The closest continental land masses immediately adjacent to the northwest is North America. I ain't saying about no damn northwest. Because North America is not the United States of America. North America is out. Just fuck all that. Y'all can have that America shit. Connected by a narrow isthmus. Maybe a little land connection or something, little tip. That is incorrect. Australia is a very distant continent to the west of South America across the vast Pacific Ocean. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? So it's a closer land mass Australia. So why y'all keep going across the front of this bitch through this past that Drake, past that McKinnon, whatever that shit is. You gotta go past Africa. You go past Africa and you supposed to hit Australia in this so-called southern hemisphere. Y'all don't be paying attention though. This is correct. Australia is a very distant continent to the west of South America across a vast Pacific. Much closer landmass heading west from South America, including Polynesian islands, and ultimately the coast of Asia. Right? And we can see all this shit on one side. The closest continent to South America, regarding the direction, is actually North America. Well, fuck all that. We ain't on that. I could not find the Pacific distance from South America to Australia cited in the Chambers Encyclopedia, but the distance across the Pacific is approximately 13,300 kilometers, which is 8,260 miles. Right? Don't make me slow. I told them to start doing my mathematics on these bitches. Going from South America to Australia across the Atlantic Ocean is not the direct or standard route because it involves traveling near the entire circumference. It's a way it or standard because it involves traveling nearly the entire circumference of the globe. What? What? So you mean you tell me you gotta go round Africa and around the backside, around that bitch somewhere through there? That's why y'all keep playing with this little shit, cause this little corner where y'all done got caught at. This the bitch that ain't got no corner to earth, cause it's up under. So y'all don't know what to do with it. And niggas think they be tripping. I'm showing y'all the four corners of the motherfucking earth and where the continent sit and all this shit. So where the fuck is Australia? I did them extra lanes. I told y'all what the fuck gonna fuck them niggas up. You mean to tell me to travel the Atlantic Ocean? That's go to the right. Go past Africa, and Australia should be sitting right over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they taught us in school. Australia should be sitting right over there. They said they bust that Suez Canal, but they can get over there and get down to Australia. Where you get that from? One of them teachers. Somebody had to give it to me because it's up there. Then they said they bust that Suez Canal and made that Suez Canal come over through Africa so they can be able to go and not go. I have to go all the way around Africa to get to Australia. I'm just saying. I don't want to talk this shit. Didn't they say one of the reasons they motherfucking made that and cut that Suez Canal because they didn't want to go all the way around Africa to get to Australia? Huh? Okay. So now you got to go past Africa and go all the way around this motherfucker. So I guess you got to pass India too and whoop on back around that way. Where is that? Okay, let's go from the Pacific way then. Let's go west like I'm saying. Let's go west then. South America, Australia is entirely located in the southern hemisphere. This fake ass southern hemisphere. All this shit is fake. So if it's located in the southern hemisphere, why you just can't? So you have to go around this bitch entirely? Well, let's entirely go around this motherfucker. Let's measure the distance. Okay, let's go the other way then. Let's go. Oceania is the collective name for the thousands of islands throughout the Pacific Ocean. Thousands, which includes Australia as its largest landmass. It is a diverse. They used to be the continent. Australia, you want to know Oceania was Australia? Come on. Get it right. Anything they had to keep changing, you got to watch them. Australia and its large landmass, it it is a diverse geographic and cultural region between Asia and the Americas. So it sits between Asia and the Americas. So y'all be showing us Alaska at the top, and then Asia should be right. So if it's between Asia and America, okay, so why we just can't go to the west and go hit this hoe? Look like we be hitting Asia first. And India hooked on the Asia, right? Right, let's go. Take you straight across the Pacific Ocean, which is the direct route, great circle distance. What you mean? To Australia. I ain't asked you about no flights and all that shit, bro. Man, what you mean? If it's supposed to sit in between Australia supposed to sit in between Asia. Well, how can it do that in Asia all the way up there in the east? Huh? Ain't Asia and Europe, ain't that Mount Sinai right there, Africa right there, India over there? So how the fuck Australia sit in between Asia and South America? Well, okay, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with it. Across the Pacific, to the left, to the west. Should run right into this bitch. You just said we had to go all the way around there, so it should be right here. Y'all need to stop playing, man. What is the direct route? Great circle distance to Australia. Commercial flights, however, often take curved paths or routes with stops due to, why? Why they just can't fly you from South America to Australia with non-stops, man? I ain't even asked this motherfucker this shit. But this bitch not be on. Due to safety regulations, the need to remain within a certain distance of diversity airports in case of an emergency, the South Pacific has vast deep spots with no nearby airports. Efficiency. The curve, great circle route on a sphere is actually shorter than a straight line on a flat map. Historically, there hasn't been enough passengers demand to sustain many direct flights. Why? Don't nobody want to come from Australia to go to South America? God damn, Jimmy, now you slipping, man. I ain't much ask you this shit. You know what I'm hitting at, so you what you trying to deter me, nigga? I'm goddamn silent on this shit. Now you just told me I got to loop all the way around if I go around the Atlantic. And you told me this bitch is in the southern hemisphere down here with me in South America from my west, sitting in the south, behind Africa there. And India should be right above his head, right? Right. And you told me I had to go almost around the entire motherfucking globe going that way. Huh? And then you said if I go to the west, I should hit it because it should be sit in between Asia and South America. Right? Right? This is why they can't go around the backside of their ball and sail right into the Indian Ocean or right into Australia. None of that shit, because that shit fake, y'all. I keep telling y'all this shit. Now why did? And then he went on, gave. Now look how he talking about the airplane curve, and now the airplane got the curve. Man, that was my nigga got on the goddamn airplane and put the lever on that bitch and show that the airplane don't dip its nose to compensate for no curve or none of that shit. What that boy name was? I forget. He'll come to me. That boy went viral right there after that shit. He went on the airplane, put that level right down that thing, and show how the airplane flow level in that air. Ain't dipping his nose to compensate for no curves, ain't going around. Now you mean to tell me you can't go straight from South America west and just fly straight over to Australia? What the problem is? To my safety regulations, the need to remain within a certain distance of diversionary airports in case of an emergency. The South Pacific has vast dead spots. Dead spots with all these motherfucking goddamn satellites and shit. What you mean dead spots? With no airports nearby. It's a short distance, bro. You just said going all the way around that way, so that shouldn't be. It'd be closer going to the west right there. All right, come on. India is geographically located to the north of Australia, so it's down here in the southern hemisphere, and then India should. If India is north is going up your water ball, ain't it? So it shouldn't be that far to go around, going east across the Atlantic, past Africa. It should be sitting right there. It should be sitting right there. Well, I'm telling you, they said they cut that canal out to get to Australia. We should be sitting right there. And India sticks out from the Asian continent on the east. If it's north, it should be sitting up under India right there. Yeah, I don't get it, dude. I know anybody else, but it's somebody. I'm gonna run this shit. Somebody get it. Australia is visible on the world map. I'm saying, the nigga just said you gotta go all the way past India and wrap around that motherfucker and almost the entire globe. But then this way you trying to say it sits in between South America and Asia. What's wrong with y'all, man? I ain't talking about people, I'm talking about these motherfuckers. So now, okay, so India goddamn geographically located to the north of Australia? It is. So it should be sitting over here by Africa and it should be right up under India on this motherfucker in this southern hemisphere, right? Right. I told when Kanika mama when they got that goddamn Kenny bitch who had the husband with the wrong freeze. They thought they lived in the ocean, the country. Man, the country supposed to be Australia. I told her with a black one. Look into that shit right there. Australia is visible on a world map in the southern right section of the United Nations. Australia is visible on a world map in the southern right section of the United Nations emblem. The southern. So that's south and north for real? What you mean? The map using. What you mean in the southern? That's the east. Where you see it located on the United logo in the south, ain't that over there? That's Africa right there. That shit up there all over on the other side. Y'all can't keep your life straight. Set in the southern. Look. Lying like hell. That's the east over there. Them extra lands over there I showed y'all, man. In the southern right section. The southern right section of the United Logos emblem. East of Asia. East of Asia. East of Asia. Okay. Y'all they're crazy. Using an azimuthal at equidistant projection centered on the North Pole, which shows Australia near the outer circle and often appears somewhat distorted compared to the other maps. Ain't that a bitch? And you still just distorted everything you said to the east, the south. The fuck you telling me that shit sent back? Yeah, I showed y'all where that shit located at. This correct. That's correct. On the UN logo map projection centered on the North Pole, Australia appears to be south of India. So it's south of India? Australia appears to be south of India. Norfolk doesn't. Australia appears to be south of India. Y'all some dumb motherfucker. It should be south of India anyway. It appears to be. It said goddamn India should be. He said India goddamn is north of Australia. But on this motherfucker, India appears to be south. South of India. It appears to be south of India. That's north. That's south. South down this way. Y'all a crazy motherfucker. I be flipping this nigga up. Yes, Greenland is a part of the Arctic region. Its northern extremity is less than 800 kilometers, 500 miles from the North Pole. What? 500 miles from the North Pole in the Arctic? And about 2/3 of the island lies within the Arctic Circle. 2/3 of the landmass lies in the Arctic, at the top of the ball in the pole that we getting there. Okay, that's all I got. Hell nah, that ain't all I got. Can't be. This motherfucker tripping. This motherfucker don't. Hold up, this motherfucker tripping. Hold up, y'all. Yes, Greenland is a part of the Arctic. Okay, now hold up. Boom. The coastal areas, especially in the south and southwest, is located in North Atlantic, making the boundary regions between the Arctic and the North Atlantic. Right there. Not quite being located between the Arctic Ocean and the North Atlantic Ocean means Greenland is an island whose extensive, deeply indented coastlines full of, what the fuck is this? Forts. We gotta look that up. It's surrounded by those waters. It is not curved around the water in the way a conventional mass might define a sea. What? If that motherfucker in the Arctic and the North Atlantic, it got to be bending, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? I got this fuck nigga on the ropes. Hold on, let it go. Australia distant from India. Landmass don't curve around water. They curve around the Earth's spherical surface as a part of the globe. What the fuck you mean? I mean they curve around the water, bro. If the water a ball, a perfect sphere, the landmass got the curve. I see. Double talk. Elon Musk got you looking stupid. Tell the son to wake up. I want to talk to him. You know, I'm gonna wake your son up. I mean, I just want to talk to him. He's very smart. I want he intelligent. Don't goddamn try to hit me with no goddamn international space laws, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Land masses don't curve around the water. They don't. So how the hell this bitch in the goddamn Arctic and the motherfucking North Atlantic? They curve around the Earth's spherical surface. Oh, they curve around the Earth. So the Earth is water instead of Mama Earth. The dirt, the terrain, the soil, the foundation. Okay. Earth's spherical surface as a part of the globe itself. Ain't that a bit? There you go. So you mean to tell me naval ships do not travel up and down hills on water? I know they don't, so what the fuck is y'all talking about? The surface of the ocean follows the curve of the Earth. Oh, I got that. And gravity makes water seek a level surface. You know what water do? Fall, runs and seek containment and rises up in levels. Now you gonna try to use my shit and say gravity makes water seek a level surface, so the ship maintains on the locally flat plane as it travels across the globe. I'm talking about some of these motherfucking ships be mile long, man. They hit any kind of current gonna capsize, and the ball got to maintain its shape, bitch. So now you making the ship curve, cause it got to stay flush in the water to navigate, motherfucker. Oh shit, hey, this shit funny. Australia distant from India. Meridian lines and latitude. Shit. And parallel lines of latitude are imaginary lines used to map the Earth's curved surface. What? You mean they imaginary just like the equated out? You mean all my people that I'm living around every day, walking around trying to tell them we the West, is living in an imaginary world that they've been trapped into like Hansel and Gretel and Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf and the devil up underground with the pitchfork and the God in the sky with the fallen angels and all the other imaginary shit. You mean to tell me that the meridian lines, longitude, and the parallel lines of latitude are imaginary too? And there are lines used to map the Earth's curved surface, imaginarily. And then I ain't saying anything about Greenland, but you know I'm on your ass, so you said Greenland's coast itself is the physical feature that curves. Huh? Now you telling me it do curve. Man, do y'all hear what I'm trying to tell y'all, man? So now you telling me the landmass of Greenland, it does curve. I just asked you that about 7, 8, 9, 10 statements ago. So hold up. So Greenland coast itself is the physical feature that curves. You just told me the landmass didn't curve, bro. But now you done got here. Go wait Little Musk up there. Cause he's smarter than his pops. Go wait Little Musk up there so he can help you explain this shit. So now this man said, now this AI, this computer generated, this thing said Greenland coast itself is the physical feature that curves, forming a boundary between the Arctic Ocean to its north and the North Atlantic to its south. So up and down from the Arctic to the North Atlantic, this bitch just said his landmass is the physical thing that curves around the water ball. But he had just said didn't do that then. He had to give me some kind of leeway one way or the other now. God damn, Gemini. You a bitch ass nigga. I stopped right there, Gemini. I'm gonna go back and run all this bullshit on y'all ass. Let me go somewhere I can run this shit on y'all ass. How about it? Go somewhere I can run this shit on y'all ass, man. Huh? Get somewhere I can run this shit on y'all ass, man. Huh? Get somewhere I can run this shit on y'all ass, man. Huh? This bitch just told me that goddamn Greenland coast itself is the physical feature that curves, forming a boundary between the Arctic Ocean to the north and the North Atlantic Ocean to the south. And Australia sits over there in the east next to them folks over. Ooh, that's why you got a little blonde head, blue-eyed aboriginal, boy. Y'all boy been doing some real freaking around this motherfucker. Boy, this shit crazy as hell. This shit here crazy. Everybody came to this motherfucker. God damn, what goddamn charity? Ain't nobody came. Let me go goddamn try to find my folk. Run this shit up. Let me run this shit. I mean, I need to go to unfed folk around this motherfucker. I gotta go over there on live with this motherfucker, man. I'm out, man. I'm tired of busting them up. They got me in a black hole around that thing. I need to show them down street something, but my brother just found goddamn. I done found Louisiana, Florida, and Alabama. Right over here next to my goddamn Nazca plate over here. And this nigga went and found Ethiopia in the same goddamn spot. Now Australia, goddamn, it's just, boy, I told you they had to change that shit over the channel, man. Nigga went to my kangaroo, jumping down from the earth and yo-yoing back up to this motherfucker. They had to get out of there. Too many of them kangaroos goddamn telling on their head. It was too much for them, dog. It was too much for them, dog. That shit crazy. I said, I'll be back, man. I gotta lie to these hoes. Oh, boy, I'm tired of it. I ain't been asleep all day. I gotta go to work. Man, this shit funny. I said, Bill, man. True don't need no help, man. It ain't gonna be break no fault. And get what? We know the truth now. Roll that motherfucking corn. And I'm gonna stand right here on this goddamn door. Let me go back to Guatemala. Why everything keep here around it? Man, let me shut up. I'm gonna leave it alone right there. I said, boom, man. Man, what cock out of man, man? What the channel is it? I'm going back. I'm gonna go with 5. We're trying to find cock out of man.